Hey, Katie, can I show you something?
Yeah.
Yeah, sorry to steal your jam.
No,
but so this morning, my Dunkin' they gave me a free merch product again. You know the same one that gave me the Hot Girls Run on Dunkin' cup?
Uh-huh.
She was like, "Hey, did I give you this to you yet yesterday?" And I was like, "No." And look it's sports themed. So I was like, "Oh, I got to show you." It's a Knicks Dunkin' tote. Isn't that so cute?
Wait. What?
That's sick.
And then look at the back. Hold on.
What does it say?
It's Dunkin' crossed with Knicks.
And Knicks. I love that.
Isn't it so cute?
Yeah.
Dude, and then on the train ride, I was like, is my Dunkin' lady listening to Casuals? And it's just like, let me give her a free.
Are you getting brand deals off book now? Like, just have to have a conversation.
Also, I thought I was going into my Dunkin' with a smile on my face, a nice attitude, a hello, good morning, how are you? Never once have they even reached behind the desk to get me anything.
I'm sorry, my
You
Dunkin'
got to the
special.
wrong Dunkin'.
And yeah, thank you. I like Chris's. That's
You
makes
are.
me feel
And guys,
better.
I'm so sorry. I have to gatekeep this Dunkin'. I'm not telling anybody.
Yeah, I wouldn't
which
tell
Dunkin'
anybody
is.
where your Dunkin' is.
I
That's
wouldn't.
just not usually a good move.
Yeah, I wouldn't.
But thank you to that Dunkin'
Thank you
for giving our hot girl Knicks fan all the things that she. Do they have the copyright to do that?
I don't know.
I love this. I love this. And also, I don't have to do the cold open. Let's start the show. This episode is presented by GMC. We are professional grade. Hello! Hi. Welcome to Casuals, a sports podcast. Sorry for yelling, but we're really excited about sports. And hopefully you can be too, even if you're not a huge sports fan. We don't care what you know. Casuals is a sports podcast for everybody. I'm Katie Nolan, the host of this dang thing, joined a little bit here by my casualties. It's the production crew here at SiriusXM. We have Isabella, our sports newbie.
Hi.
Our master editor, Chris.
Hi.
And then Brady, who's in dad mode.
Hey.
Dad mode for the
I'm
week.
always in dad mode.
I know, but you're like super dad mode this week.
I'm in dad mode with no safety net
You're
whatsoever.
all by yourself. Casuals with KatieNolan@gmail.com. That's how you email us. Please do that. 646-801-0043 if you want to leave us a voicemail. We're going to get to some of those at the end of the show, as we usually do here with this second episode of the week. And then on IG and TikTok, we are at Casuals the Podcast, so be sure to like and subscribe and smash the follow button or whatever on all of those things. A lot to get to today. We have a fantastic guest, Michael Cruz Kane. He's a comedian. He has a special coming out on Dropout this Friday called Sorry for Your Loss. It's fantastic. I was there. I saw it live. Can't recommend it more. We will get to him in just a little bit. He's coming in. We're going to talk about, a whole bunch of stuff. But one of the main things being that there were some pretty wacky, Mad Lib-esque sports headlines in the news this week. And we go through some of the weirder ones and shed a little bit of light on them. So all of that coming up in a little bit. But first, we usually start out here with something we call the Yap, where it's just my little space to talk to you guys a little bit endlessly about something that's on my mind or that I'm thinking about. And today I do have to talk about Mo Salah and Liverpool. Now, let me start by saying that I am, in listing all of my fandoms, I am a Liverpool fan. Now, have I been a good Liverpool fan in the last few years? No. And is there a good reason for it? Kind of, but it's not really fair. So if you'll give me a second to explain. Liverpool, originally, I came into that fandom when it was assigned to me by Georgie, then Thompson, now Ainsley, a British sports presenter who came over and was Regis's co-host on the show Crowd Goes Wild, which is where I got my start on Fox Sports 1. This was in 2013. We would air right before Champions League, and none of us had any teams that we were rooting for, and so Georgie assigned us all a team. And my team, she gave me, was Liverpool. And the connection, of course, is because it's owned by Fenway Sports Group, who also owns the Boston Red Sox. And so in 2013, I got my first Liverpool kit. And I wouldn't say I was I still looked up what time I would have to wake up to watch the games. And most times it was a little early for me. So I was like, I'm a Liverpool fan, when it matters, it'll matter. But then I think in 2015, I actually ended up started dating a big Liverpool fan. Like, it was his number one team. He was waking up on the weekends and going to bars and watching Liverpool matches. And so I was like, okay, well, this is my team, so it's time for me to get into this team. And at the time, this was 2015. I think they had just gotten Jordan Henderson. I was looking for somebody to like hook me into the team. So they got Jordan Henderson. There was like a lot about that, but I couldn't understand a word he said after in post-game interviews. He has a very thick accent, British or Scottish or I don't know what it is, but it was hard for me to follow. So I was like, love that guy, not going to be my guy. Coutinho, I really liked, the little magician, but that was my boyfriend's favorite player, and that's not, I needed my own. For a while, I was really into Daniel Sturridge. Isabella, he would, every time he scored a goal, he would celebrate like this. And it was just fun.
Oh, cute.
That was my guy. But I still was like, nobody had like pulled me in like with a rope. And then in 2017, Liverpool got Mo Salah, an Egyptian player. He came over from Roma. It was a huge signing. I, of course, didn't really understand the scope of it all. But from the moment I watched Mo Salah play for Liverpool, I was like, oh, this is my guy. This is going to be the guy for me. He was who made me feel like an actual fan of Liverpool. He was my favorite player, still is my favorite player. And did I already say the news? He announced earlier this week that he's leaving the club at the end of the season. It's not a huge surprise. It's not a huge shock, but it is still news that when I saw it, made me really emotional. Let's play the clip first and foremost of Mo announcing, he did this in a farewell video, his news. Let's take a listen.
Hello everyone. Unfortunately, the day has come. This is the first part of my farewell. I will be leaving Liverpool at the end of this season.
Yeah, and with the piano too. That really hits you. It really hits you right in the gut.
Really well-produced video, by the way.
Yeah, they did a really good job. Like I said, it wasn't a huge surprise. It did seem like they had known it was coming and that this was going to be. To give you some of the numbers for the context, if the emotional stuff doesn't matter to you, because that's most of my story with him. He has scored 255 goals in 435 appearances for Liverpool, but I also saw a stat yesterday that he has 374 direct goal involvements in 435 appearances in Liverpool, which is just incredible. If you have time today, I'm sure there's a million Mo Salah best moment highlight reels that you can find on YouTube. He played with such an intensity and passion and like energy and excitement for the game. There'd be moments where you'd go, that play fell apart. But then there's Mo finding a way to just like cutesy little finish and chip a ball over the head of the goaltender. And then his celebrations were incredible. I love Mo Salah. Mo Salah had me waking up at like 6 a.m, like excited to put on my kit and go to the bar and watch soccer, which I didn't think was ever going to happen. In 2019, I got to go to Anfield for the first time. I remember being like emotionally rocked by the fans and their love for this team that had been experiencing a bit of a Premier League drought. And they all still believed, and Mo was such a huge part of that. There's a song that they sing about Mo. He's the Egyptian king. And just being in a room full of people, but because we went to, obviously, a bar before we went to the game, all singing these songs about these players and just hearing them sing about my favorite player, I don't know, man. I will never have a negative thought about Mo and his time at Liverpool. He is so important to me as a sports fan. He just like what he gave to the game and gave to me, this connection to a sport that I was an outsider to. The way that like loving him made me feel welcomed in there. I was treated like a Liverpool fan by all the Liverpool fans because of how much I loved Mo Salah. He did so much for the team. He's a like top 5 Liverpool player of all time. And that he spent his best years of his career with this club. I mean, it really is the end of an era, Mo leaving. It's absolutely devastating. What I was going to say to you all about why I've been a bad fan is because Fenway Sports Group is not I'm not thrilled with them. Do you know what I mean? It's not like when it was first pitched, it's like, well, the guys who own the Red Sox also own this soccer team. I was like, perfect, Boston. Now I'm like, the guys who own the Red Sox are my ops. Like, they're not my friends. They got rid of Devers. Like, they are pissing me off. I'm obviously not going to stop watching baseball. It's like my top sport. And so have I taken it out a little bit on Liverpool? Yeah. And is that a cop-out? Yeah. But it's like I can't give them two streams of income from me when I hate them so much. Does that at least make sense to the sports fans sitting with me? That like, if I'm going to take it out on Fenway, I'm taking it out on Liverpool, and it's not fair, and it makes me feel bad. But that's my explanation, and it's also, I felt like I needed to say it so that people don't go like, where have you been? Oh, you love Mo Salah so much, where have you been? I've been distant, okay? But I didn't want to do a podcast the day after finding out this news and not mention I fucking love Mo Salah. He's beautiful and wonderful and such a fun player to watch, and he truly, I don't know, he brought me into this world and connected me to it in a way I never would have thought. I was in tears when I saw him live playing in 2019, a game that they won at the last second when in the 90th minute, at the time, we thought Mo scored the winning goal. It ended up being switched to an own goal, but just delete that part. I saw him score the winning goal in a game against Tottenham. That was just like an electric moment, a very fond sports memory in my life. And so I just wanted to say thank you, Mo Salah. I love you so much. You are the Egyptian king and the greatest. And thank you for spending so much time with Liverpool. You know what else we love? The WNBA CBA. I told you we would get into it and dive into it when we had more facts. We've had more facts. It's just we've been so busy. And so I want to make sure that we get this in front of you casual fans. WNBA players have voted to ratify the new collective bargaining agreement with the league. The players' union said in a release that more than 90% of players participated in the ratification vote, with the results a unanimous yes, which means that they're all on board. This is what they wanted. They got what they wanted. And they got it done in time to get the season happening. So a round of applause for everybody involved in that. I don't know how many negotiations people that are listening to this have been in their lives, but it's just, things get down to a moment and you go like, uh-oh, are we really going to be without a season? And I had accepted that were the truth. But they are ready to go and set to tip off on May 8th. So over the course of the next 44 days, they've got to do the draft. They've got to do 2 expansion drafts, right? They've got to do free agency and then their preseason. So it's a lot to pack into 44 days, but hopefully they're going to get it done. I'm sure they'll get it done and everything will be fine. My executive function could never, but that's why I don't work for a league. So under their new revenue sharing model, the players are getting a 20% slice of gross revenue. I know that number moved a lot during the negotiations. I remember what the WNBA was offering was woefully low. And so this feels like they got a chunk. It's not the biggest chunk that they wanted, but it is a sizable chunk and a big increase for them. Also increasing the salary cap. For the 2026 season, it's going to be $7 million, and then it will change annually based on league and team revenue growth. It's expected to be over $10 million by the end of this CBA. The Supermax is $1.4 million. The regular max is $1.19 million. And now we, move forward. I also saw there was a lot of stuff in there about expectant mothers and pregnancy and how things would work. I think it's like a no trade clause is enacted. If you become pregnant, you can say no, you can't trade me, which is huge. Again, it's something we don't often think about or talk about in terms of CBAs, but is obviously a unique need that needed to be addressed for these athletes. And it's amazing they thought of it and got that in there. Let's see what Nneka Ogwumike had to say. That is the president of the WNBPA, the president of the Players Association. She said, for the first time, player salaries are tied to a truly meaningful share of league revenue, driving exponential growth in the salary cap, increasing average compensation beyond $500,000, and raising the professional standard across facilities, staffing, and support. So check, check, and check. And then Brianna Stewart, the VP of the WNBPA, said the deal's going to be transformational. It's going to build and help create a system where everybody is getting exactly what they deserve and more from on the court and off the court aspects. Terry Jackson, the union executive director, was talking about summing it up in 2 words, player empowerment, which is huge. And then Kathy Engelbert, do we care? She said the progress made in these discussions marks a transformative step forward for players and the league, and it's underscoring a shared commitment to the continued growth of the game. And we're going to hold her to that, aren't we?
Fine, I guess.
We're going to hold her
Kathy
to
Engelbert.
that. Okay, Kathy? And Diana Taurasi said that the WNBA has gone through a long journey over the last 30 years. There's a lot of hard work, grit, perseverance, and determination. This is just another milestone for women's sports, and it's nice to see the WNBA in a better place than where you left it. And I love that. I love that all around. This feels good. This feels like a good step forward. As with any negotiation, neither side got exactly what they wanted, but they got it done in time. The league will continue, and I don't know, it's just time to get hyped on that season. We only have 44 days, so get your ducks in a row. Everybody figure it out, and we'll be off to the races. Congrats to them. Congrats to, just all of them. Congrats to all of them. Did anybody else want to say anything about WNBA before we go to our new segment that Chris loves so much?
I just want to hear
It
Chris
was
now.
obviously just a great result for all the players. Luckily, because they were put in such a bad financial position originally, the fact that they only have this amount of time to get ready for the season is fine because a lot of them played in Unrivaled. A lot of them have played internationally because they didn't have these other options and this revenue stream beforehand. It meant that they're still going to be in tip-top shape before the season begins.
Yeah,
so that's
and
I guess.
It is good to bring up Unrivaled because I feel like having a viable league that is trying to do things differently when it comes to player compensation and the players owning the league itself put probably, I imagine, a lot of pressure on the WNBA to figure it out because there is a demand for this product. Clearly, the numbers have shown. And so anyway, overall, congratulations to them. I'm so happy that got done. I feel relieved.
The more I see in Unrivaled, though, the more I saw it during this past season, it felt like that's a totally viable league, like long term. It doesn't feel like it was any sort of negotiating like power play by the executives in charge of it, like by Stewie and company.
I didn't mean that. I didn't mean like they only did it to get a deal. I'm just saying I'm sure having something
nice
like
byproduct.
that you can point to and go, don't tell me that the people aren't there. We're setting records with our final or whatever.
3v3 is just fun as hell. Like that's what I've learned from Unrivaled. And with the more like they kind of got the hang of it and it kind of evolved into like knowing how we have to play 3v3 differently than 5v5. Really entertaining. And like all the way the league was experimenting with their one-on-one tournament and those kind of things. Like I hope that exists side by side with the WNBA long term.
Yeah, and I imagine it will, because why not, Okay, that means, guys, it's time for our new segment.
Hey.
Nice. You have to. Like, legally now, you have to.
Every
It's
single
part of the
time.
segment. Professional grade performance. You already know what it is, but each week we highlight a player who rises above the rest with a performance that we've deemed professional grade. Today's professional grade performance brought to you by GMC, introducing the next generation GMC Terrain. What we choose to challenge, we challenge completely. This week, we're spotlighting Caroline KK Harvey and the University of Wisconsin women's hockey team. Woo! And then put cheers in post, Chris. Put people going absolutely nuts there in post. So on Sunday, the University of Wisconsin beat Ohio State 3-2 to capture its second straight national championship in women's ice hockey. This is their 5th out of the last 7 championships awarded. The game was absolutely loaded with Olympic talent. There were 10 total Olympians between the two teams, including Casual's favorite, Layla Edwards, and the 2026 Olympics MVP, KK Caroline Harvey, who also took home the 2026 Patty Kazmaier Award on Saturday as the nation's top player. So that means that KK is the Olympics MVP, an Olympics champion, the NCAA MVP, and an NCAA champion, all in a span of like 5 weeks. Absolutely absurd month and a half that she's having. She's the best defender on the planet. She's one of the best players on the planet, and the hands-down favorite to be the number 1 pick in the PWHL draft. And then, of course, on Sunday, it was KK who had the assist when forward Claire Enright, who is a 5'5", like fourth-line penalty-killing specialist with just 8 goals on the season going into that game. She played hero for the Badgers and scored the game-winning goal with 6:14 to go in the third period of the championship game. Absolutely insane run for these women, and they've been celebrating like it. I don't know if you've seen any of that footage across your social media, but just imagine walking around campus with multiple national championships and a gold medal from the Olympics. Isabella, how hard would you flex if that was you on campus, if you were any of these women?
Oh, I'm never taking that medal off. I would even take the medal off and wear it as an earring. Ask me about my earring.
Oh, this old thing? Oh, did you notice this? It's like dragging your earlobe all the way down to your shoulder. It's resting on your shoulder. You're like, oh, this? Thanks for asking. So shout out to KK Harvey and the Wisconsin Badgers women hockey team. All of you, an absolute dynasty in the making, but also happening. A special nod to senior Lacey Eden, who, because she got an extra year of eligibility due to COVID, becomes the first player in Badgers history to win 4 national championships. What? Unfathomable. It's the 9th overall championship for the Badgers, the most in NCAA history, and we can't forget the Buckeyes as well, okay, who came into the championship game as the number 1 seed and had another incredible season of their own. School record 36 wins this year. That was the 5th straight championship game for Ohio State, and it was the 4th straight just between Ohio State and the Wisconsin women. So congrats to the Badgers, and congratulations to KK Harvey. What a huge month for women's hockey altogether, I think we can all agree. That was this week's Professional Grade Performance, brought to you by our friends at GMC. With bold exterior styling and all-wheel drive capability with hill descent control, the 2026 GMC Terrain is designed for professional-grade performance so you can conquer confidently. GMC, we are professional grade. Okay, let's go ahead and take a little bit of a break here. When we come back, we'll be joined by Michael Cruz Kane, a dear friend of mine. We do Pablo's podcast together a lot. So, we're basically family because that's trauma bond, I feel like. You come into that studio, he locks the door and opens up a file full of never seen before information about your football coach's young girlfriend. And so that's why this one's a bit of a rolling start. I'm just anticipating where we're going to pick up where it starts. I had been watching a clip on social media promoting his special, which I have said to you is coming out on Friday on Dropout. You can find that on Friday. Sorry for your loss. It's poignant, hilarious, very funny. But I was watching a clip of him promoting it, and in it, there's a quick audience cutaway. You see Pablo laughing, paying attention, looking right up at the stage. And then next to Pablo, you see me looking down. And I was like, am I?
Damn.
Am I looking at my phone? But I know I'm not. I was in that room. I know I never looked at my phone. And then I realized, because I was talking to Dan about it, that usually at a stand-up show, I'm sitting backstage and just looking down and dissociating while I listen. And that's what was, and so I felt like I had to apologize to him because he's definitely seen that clip and was probably like, is Katie texting at my really sad but very funny show? And I wasn't.
Is she editing a reel of the comedy I just did?
God, absolutely.
Is she picking her fingernails? What's going on?
So anyway, that's what we were talking about, and that's where the interview's going to start. We're going to take a quick break. When we come back, Michael Cruz Kane. Don't go anywhere. It's Casuals. We'll be right back.
But if you check out my special, there will be a moment where you can watch Katie Nolan in the audience. I guess what she wants us to believe is she was so focused that she was looking down. She's so locked in on my special.
Michael Cruz Kane is here. Michael Cruz Kane is joining us now. You're joining us halfway through. I was just pointing out a clip that I'm in it, and I hope there's other clips of me throughout the special.
The special's
my ass off.
Special's mostly you. It's mostly crowd shots of just you. And it's all you doing stuff that you shouldn't be doing during the special. At one point, you're making something out of origami.
I learned
wish
to
it was that.
crochet at your special, and it's a skill that's helping me. Michael Cruz Kane, thank you for being here.
I'm turning my phone off right now, speaking of phones.
No, he's just checking his phone during my big thing.
Yeah, I'm looking at
and that's fine.
I'm looking at the...
Which it gives me actually an opportunity to say.
Yeah, say it.
That your new special, Sorry for Your Loss, is out on Dropout.
That's right.
This Friday, March 27th.
That's right.
I know this is something you've been working on for a long time.
Indeed.
I know it is obviously deeply personal to you. I don't want to give too much to the audience. I recommend everybody watch it, but it's heavy. It's heavy and light. That's the trick of comedy, is you're talking about something pretty heavy, pretty personal, and it is still one of the funniest shows I've ever seen. It deals with grief and the loss of a child. How are you feeling now that it's about to be out?
I'm feeling good, man. I watched it, the final. They sent it to me a few days ago, and it is so good.
Yeah,
it's just really
yeah.
good. I just absolutely nailed it.
You really did.
And I had a bunch of pals who helped me nail it, and they know who they are, and I'm proud of it. Like, you have probably done a lot of things in your life, and there's a spectrum of how much you have liked them, or like looking back at them, you're like, ooh, I don't know if this is just one thing that I made that I'm like, I think this is good.
Don't ever talk to me about this in terms of notes. I think it's perfect.
I think we did this one. So I'm feeling great. I hope everybody checks it out on Dropout. You absolutely should. Dropout. Where's my camera? All of them?
All of them are.
Those are all mine.
Yep.
You should check it out. Dropout is the only good company that there is, except for whatever this one is.
No, yeah, Sirius is also fantastic.
And Sirius.
XM.
Those are the two good companies. You should just consume the stuff that they make.
Yeah. I like Dropout. I like their business model. I like the people that work there. I like how consistently the things I see from Dropout are so funny.
Yeah.
And now this.
Yeah, I mean, I don't want to spend the whole time talking about how great I think they are, but basically most places that I have worked, they are trying to squeeze every penny out of every moment, and Dropout is not like that. Oh, I should also say Audible, which produced it prior to this. Also,
Three good companies. Audible, Dropout, Sirius XM. And I'm also realizing that first one's probably a competitor, that third one. So maybe we just...
Yeah. Maybe they wrestle. Maybe that's an episode of Casuals. Is that what happens out here?
That's sports.
You have Audible and Sirius XM.
Take their shirts off.
Yeah.
And wrestle.
I think that'd be kind of a fun episode. Or they could choose. They could each choose. They could each choose a champion, like in Game of Thrones.
Yes.
That's a current
fight on
reference.
their behalf. Totally.
It's happening
within the last 10.
Within the last 10.
Right. Years. How long ago was Game of Thrones at the end?
But they're still doing. There's another one now.
Yeah.
There's Game of Thrones, like parentheses, no dragons.
Right. Is that what it is?
I think so. It's like.
But there's also dragons asterisk, extra dragons, because wasn't there like House of the Dragon? Isn't that?
Oh, there was something with the dragons.
Here's my thing. You lost me in that last season. I'm not sticking with the IP anymore. I saw it through all the way to the end. I kept up with all the lore, each character, 6 different names. I learned them, studied them, had my theories about who the prince that was promised was going to be.
Oh, right.
And then the whole thing blew up at the end.
You watch like very actively. As I recall,
I forgot that
with
this
Severance, you
bothers
like
you
take
so
notes and stuff, right?
Severance is a very deep show. I love television. I wanted to make sure
I think
was
that's great.
absorbing
I think
all of
you're
it.
like-
No, you don't think it's great. You
I think
I'm
it's
a
cool.
dork.
No, TV writers, you're like you're a dream audience member.
I want to absorb it and give the art
because
the respect it deserves.
Because every single thing that they threw out there, you're like, wait, why is that like that? And then you're writing it down.
I was curious.
And a lot of people aren't doing that.
I know.
I think that's great.
So I did that for Game of Thrones. And then at the end, they went, throw away your notes. We're just going to kind of wing it.
And you're like, fuck
And
that.
then they were like, we're coming out with this and this and this. And I go, well, you can miss me with all of that because I'm upset with you now.
I took all these notes.
You did not reward any of my hard work.
Yeah, I have a Google Doc, I have a spreadsheet, and none of that is being paid off in here.
I had tried to watch Game of Thrones like 3 different times.
The original one.
Yes, the first time it was like I was trying to do it second screen. Quickly learned
No
you're gonna
chance.
have to pay attention.
There's no chance.
And then I watched it again that way, and then I watched it again in anticipation of the last season to like refresh my memory. I had a lot of free time on my hands. Point is, it wasn't worth it, and so fuck off, Game of Thrones. Sorry.
Wow, intense. Yeah, it is. Game of Thrones was a tough one to watch second screen because every 5 minutes they're like, and here comes Mogwog of Thandor, and you're like, uh-oh.
I don't even have anything to tie that to. I can't be like, oh, just like that Mogwog I met at
and
the conference last
looks
month.
identical to fucking Fribben of Florth.
Yes, and they also start with the same letters in ways you're like, this is too much.
And they all have the same accent because whenever you're not in the current exact time,
you're British.
You're that accent.
You have to be that accent.
Yeah.
So you get it. And so I don't know why we were talking about that.
I don't know how we got here.
I am over that. Let's state your fandoms up top. I like to let people know where you're coming from so that can inform your opinions.
Okay.
Who are your big teams? Who do you root for most?
I would say the biggest is the San Francisco 49ers. I'm a big San Francisco 49ers fan. Then probably the New York Knicks. then probably UConn men's basketball.
Wow, specifying men's feels like a
But then
attack.
possibly UConn women's basketball.
Why possibly?
Okay, I wish I hadn't brought it up.
Me too.
Let's just
The UConn women's team is like really good all the time.
Let's just flip them. Let's flip them.
My God,
flip
he
'em
hates the men. He only
flip
likes
them in
the
post. Flip it in post. And then you've got the New York Liberty. I like the New York Liberty.
women. Now he's just pandering, I think.
Yeah, it felt insincere, but it's true. I probably saw 10 Liberty games last year.
You went to them?
Yes, Liberty games are the best sporting event that I consistently go to because I
Nice.
know someone who was like a ticket holder from day one. And she had, I guess they like grandfathered her prices in or something because she
Whoa.
pays very little for the tickets. Grandmothered, thank you. Fuck. And then and then she sells them to her friends at face.
Nice.
So I have been
She's
to.
in trouble now because you've said that.
Is
'cause
that
you've
bad?
been
Can you not do that?
No idea.
Oh god. Oh god.
don't
This
think
didn't happen. So I've been to many Liberty games, whichever one she can't go to. I'm swooping and I'm buying them. And then the Liberty game. Have you been to a Liberty?
Yeah.
Liberty? They're not called
Been
the
to the
Liberty though, right?
They can be. Liberty Bibberty.
Liberty Bibberty. I've been to a lot of games and it's so fun.
So fun.
Especially because I've also been to a not insignificant number of Brooklyn Nets games, and those games are dirges.
Yeah.
It is a funeral procession into the mouth of hell where the whole crowd is totally disinterested 15 minutes into the game.
Where they're like, this again?
They're like,
doing this?
how did we score 24 points in the first half? What's going on? So the whole thing is on, everyone's on antidepressants, but in the Liberty games, the crowd is fucking hyped.
It's awesome.
And everything's a little bit weird in the best possible way. They have a dance team that I can't think of the name of right now, but everyone's 7,000 years old.
Timeless Torches.
The Timeless Torches.
That's right.
Incredible. The mascot
Ellie,
is,
the elephant.
and I say this with the most love, a whore, as far as I can tell. Just a strumpet on the court. And I love it's incredible. And it's such a great play. And the team, the crowd is so into it.
Yeah.
It's really fun.
I loved my Liberty. I've only been to one, but I loved it. It was a blast and easy to get to, easy to get in and out of.
Yep.
A fantastic
They got
experience.
every player has her own kind of specific aura. It's great. It's really fun.
Yeah, it's sick. It's great basketball, and it's a fun time. And the crowd is just like nicer and better. The last time I saw you, I think we were doing Pablo's show, which we do. Pablo Torre finds out quite a bit.
It feels like when Pablo's not here, it feels like it's kind of just us kids now.
I know.
Do you know what I mean?
I do
Like-
feel like we should like seize the opportunity to talk a little shit about Pablo.
Yeah, maybe. Or my instinct is to like send him a copy of whatever this is and be like, is
It's
it
a
okay that I
podcast.
said
What do you
this?
mean, whatever this is.
Yeah. It's a podcast.
It's a podcast.
Well, you know what? When I think of podcast, because I'm
You think of audio.
I think of it's only in here.
Yeah,
But this
and
is like
that's-
I can see.
That was the goal.
is
you know?
seeing.
I did want it to only be audio, but the kids are watching their podcasts on YouTube.
You gotta go where the people are.
You gotta go where the people. I was getting harassed.
What is that song that
The
I'm thinking
last
of?
time.
I'm sorry.
What song?
It's Little Mermaid.
I
I
want
want to go where the people are.
Where the people are.
Yeah.
The last time I saw you, we talked about Alyssa Liu,
Mm-hmm.
and you were going to show your children.
I did.
Did you?
Yes, way into it.
And it went over
Extremely.
well.
Oh, so into it. And I tell you what, Sun is not a guaranteed buy-in
Yeah.
with the figure skating, but her vibes are insanely great.
They're awesome.
So it's kind of hard not to be into it.
Hell yeah.
And the that's what I'm fucking talking about.
Yeah.
Everybody's in. There's
Everybody's
no way
in.
not to be in on
She's
it.
just the best.
Yeah.
She's just the best.
What do you do now? Now she did the skating.
Yeah, she took time off from the like right now I think are the world championships for figure skating. She took off for that, which is common.
Meaning
for
she's
a
not
champion.
participating.
She's not participating because she's doing like press and stuff. I think she was just on the cover of
Teen
I wanna say
Vogue.
Oh, it was Teen Vogue.
Teen Vogue.
Yeah.
Teen Vogue.
Yeah, and she's just been on a press tour, and they had a rally for her in Oakland, and like everybody showed up, and she was
Marshawn
just
Lynch.
like, yes,
On a float.
yes,
And
amazing.
do you just like when are you no longer the figure skater? You know what I mean? Like is Michelle
Yeah.
Kwan still figure skating?
I mean, she could probably.
Yeah.
Yeah, I think it's usually a younger woman's game, but the good thing for her is like she was so young when she retired and then
Yeah.
came back that she still has time to keep going. So we'll just keep an eye on her and keep rooting for her. Back to Pablo.
Yeah,
though.
I'm
Back to Pablo. He is doing so much for sports journalism. Everybody's talking about like Pablo's saving sports journalism.
Yeah, sure.
I saw today the Sports Emmy nominations came out. I
Okay.
haven't looked at all the categories. I don't think we're nominated for anything. It's not a big deal.
Crazy. No, that's absolutely
It's-
fucked up.
You know what? We'll be
That
back.
is fucked up.
Thank you.
I want everyone here should be nominated. I'm talking about you. I'm talking about Isabella,
Yeah.
Thank
Brady,
you.
talking about Brady,
Yeah.
Chris,
Even the people not here.
my
yeah.
publicist who is here someplace.
Yeah, she's here. She just came in.
Shout out
Yeah.
Beth. She should be
Hi,
nominated.
Nominees for Outstanding Sports Journalism. This is
Okay.
that category, okay?
If you don't say Pablo, I'm going to go crazy.
Aspiration, Pablo Torre Finds Out, Meadowlark
Okay.
Media.
Okay, phew.
Kobe, The Making of a Legend, CNN Originals.
Okay.
Save, the Katie Myers story on ESPN. That was actually very good. That's like a 30 for 30. Maybe it was
And
an
I
E60.
want to say that I know what that is, and
It's
I don't.
really good. You should watch it.
Okay.
What is Riley Gaines hiding?
That's two Pablo Torres.
PTFO, Meadowlark Media.
Wow.
4 nominees. 2 of them are Pablo.
Two Pablos. That's pretty good.
It is really good. It is also, just to be negative, like a pretty tough sign for sports media. You
Yeah.
know, when Pablo's got 2 pieces and the other one's from CNN and then one from ESPN.
It feels like most people aren't reporting.
It does-
Even
it
not
does
even
feel that
in
way.
sports, just reporting feels like it's barely a thing anymore.
Oh no! And how do we feel about that?
I don't know. I feel like, and I know that's why you had me here. The two of us could save it.
Yeah,
I think it's Pablo's doing his thing.
he's trying.
Maybe we find a different, like, what's an angle that we could take that would be a little different? We report, but in song. That would be different. You don't see that every
And
day.
I've got my Omnicord.
You've got your Omnicord, and I remember that Little Mermaid song, so we're kind of ready to go.
Did I tell you that I learned to play the song from Alyssa Liu's short program on my Omnicord? That
What?
was how into her I am.
But wait, as I recall, you're sneakily musically talented.
No, I
No,
just
you are. You-
like
you
music
sing
and
a little
listen
bit.
to a lot of it.
Were you in a band or something?
I played clarinet.
See,
I was second clarinet.
see.
But for middle school, I didn't do it in high school.
How long? So you played clarinet up until 9th grade?
Yeah, I stopped as I entered 9th grade.
If you picked up the clarinet right now, could you play anything?
No way, no chance.
I don't believe it. I don't believe it. I bet you'd be out there fucking Claire de la Luning that shit all damn day.
But I learned on my little Omnicord.
Omnicord.
Yeah,
Love an Omnicord.
because I just loved that song so much and what it meant for me. Any nice things you wanted to say about Pablo and what he's doing for sports journalism, or do we actually not care?
I love Pablo. He's incredible. Like, what else needs to be said? He's smart. He's handsome. He has good hair. He's Filipino. Like, he kind of has it all. Does he need me to boost him up?
No, he doesn't. Do you ever get anxious when we go do his show? Because I know for me, for a while there on that Jordan stretch,
Yeah.
when he'd be like, "You guys come on in," I was like, "For what? Now what?"
I would say probably the third time we were investigating Jordan Hudson, I was like, once it's happened, I'm okay. But the anticipation of what he will uncover, because he's already uncovered so much, that I'm like, we've got one of her fingernails. That's what I'm
Yeah.
worried about. Do you know
And
what I mean?
I was worried we had to constantly check down to make sure that because we're hearing it for the first time, nobody else has heard it.
Yeah.
And so I was always going like, well, that could be. I could find a reason
Maybe
why
it's
she would be
nice.
like that. And then when it culminated in that hidden video, the camera video.
Dang it.
Yikes. It was just
No,
a
I
mess.
think I don't have any anxiety doing that or this, honestly, because the vibes are good. It's good vibes. And also you and Pablo both, I think if I sat here silently for an hour, you could fill this time.
That's like one of those compliment insults. you
No,
know?
it's not.
Where it's
No.
like, I think you could just talk to yourself. I think I'm barely even
I think
here.
you have a psychotic problem.
Yeah, probably.
that's what I'm saying.
That is probably true. A little thing I thought we could do
Yeah.
is because you bring 3 names to the table,
Yes, good. This is good.
we could do your favorite Michael in sports,
Okay.
your favorite Cruz in sports, and your favorite Kane in sports. Now, don't worry, I do have some options.
Okay.
So we can make it multiple choice. But I
Okay.
figure with Michael,
Yeah.
that one you might already have a favorite Mike.
Let's think. I mean, there's obviously Michael Jordan.
Mm-hmm.
So that's going to be the best Mike. Well, there's Michael Phelps.
Okay.
These are 2 really top tier Michaels. And now I'm trying to think, how would I even compare them? Would it be that you would make Michael Jordan swim and then you'd make Michael Phelps play him in one-on-one?
Mm-hmm. Those are options. You could also just ask yourself which one you like more.
Okay.
That
All right.
could be
There's
a
a little
way.
sass in there.
recognize.
Who even are other? Who even
Mike
are
Tyson.
Mike? That's not going to be Mike Tyson.
Great. Al Michaels.
Al Michaels. It's not going to be
Mike Trout.
Mike Trout. Very good at baseball, but he's not Michael Phelps or Michael Jordan level.
That's right.
And maybe he would have been, but Shohei came in and kind of made it like you're not even in my galaxy.
Great.
I guess I'd probably go with Michael Jordan. I'd probably go with Michael Jordan. I know it's corny,
No, it's not corny.
but
It's hack, but it's not corny.
he's so good. He's so good at baseball and basketball.
Yeah.
The two of them.
Yes.
And so that's
Probably
why,
other stuff too. Just
yeah.
we don't know.
Oh, I bet. Get that guy out there playing ladder golf. I bet he's sick.
Ladder golf.
Isn't that the one where there's a ladder and you throw almost like what I want to describe as a
the spinny
bolo,
things.
and
Yeah,
it goes.
yeah.
Is that not
That's
called
what
ladder
that's
golf?
called. I don't know.
I'm
Please
scared
don't
it's
yell
got.
at me.
Is there research here?
Yes.
Someone say, is it ladder golf?
In
No
an
one is
hour,
responding to
I
me.
don't
in
have
an
the
hour,
knowledge for that.
somebody will
Okay.
get in there.
Someone just said to me, I don't have the knowledge for that.
That's Isabella.
Does
I've
look
only
like ladder
ever
golf.
known this sport as horse balls, which I know
Horse
is not
balls?
correct.
Balls is
Someone's
not
guessed.
right.
I don't know if that was Brady or Chris, but one of them
Brady.
said horse balls.
Yeah,
and that
you'll know
can't
Chris.
be right.
He's got an accent.
He has an accent?
Yeah.
Oh my God, I can't wait.
Yeah, it's exciting.
Short Chris has an accent?
Yeah, tiny little Chris.
That's incredible.
Chrisette. You can hear he's laughing
Because he
in an
comes from
accent.
afar.
That's right. Cruz.
I'm going to need the options right off the bat.
O'Neal Cruz.
O'Neal Cruz. Well,
Plays for the Pirates.
yeah, sure. Okay.
Ellie De La Cruz.
That sounds very familiar.
Plays for the Reds still.
Okay, so we're going all baseball in the Cruz category.
Chill out. Victor Cruz.
Oh, from the New York Giants.
the football Giants.
I might be that guy, the little dancing in the end zone.
Terry Cruz,
Terry Crews, big strong guy.
but also, comedy actor.
Yeah,
he was
yeah.
a football player before, but is now a
Right?
comedy actor. And then Tom Cruise in Days of Thunder.
I think I'm going to go Victor Cruz here.
Okay.
I think Victor Cruz, to me, was someone who kind of came out of nowhere. All of a sudden, it's like, wait, is this guy the best wide receiver in all of football? And then every time he gets in the end zone, he's doing a little dance.
Salsa.
And then do you remember that someone made fun of him for the dance or something? Tell me this is true. Someone researched this. I think someone made fun of him for the dance. And then he was like, no, I do the dance like for someone who's sick or something. And then they're like, oh, I feel bad for making fun of the dance.
Wow. Brutal. Was it you who made fun of him for
It
doing
was
the dance,
It was
Michael?
me. Yeah.
He also had a Tostitos scoop sponsorship because of it.
And I mean,
Great.
if I had known that off the top,
Right.
that I would have gone with that straight away because
Yeah.
I love scoops.
Right, you do.
Do you ever make
Journalistically and also chip-wise.
when you're at home, you can put got the plate and it's covered in scoops, and you put just a little piece of cheese and a little salsa on every one.
Oh, I never put a piece of cheese in.
What are you doing with the scoops? You're just going straight to the salsa?
Yeah.
You're crazy.
And you're doing when you say a piece of cheese.
I'm taking some little bit of
Shredded
cheese, some shredded cheese, or even like if you got slices, you rip them up, you put them in the scoop.
Slices.
What have you got? I'm just saying, make do with what you have. You might have a factory that
Don't
shreds
put
all your cheese
Don't
for
put
you.
a Kraft single into my
Not a Kraft single, but
scoop.
maybe you've purchased.
A torn by hand Kraft single
I think when
in my scoop.
hand torn cheddar, doesn't that sound kind of good?
And now you sold it to me.
Hand torn cheddar, just a little one in your scoop.
Nice.
Heat it up, it melts, and then you dip that in your
It
salsa.
melts. I'm getting
Yeah, you're getting
aroused.
fucking. All
I
right.
can't.
You're getting crunk on scoops.
Okay, now we're into the part where we're just going to talk about like stuff that has nothing to do with you, but it is interesting stuff. Okay, that was
Great.
Those were all the Michael questions.
That's
Was there
enough.
anything
That's
that
too
you
much.
Needed? Did you want to say anything about the Niners or no?
I could if you want me. I don't
No.
have anything in particular to say.
Great.
I
Then-
love the 49ers.
Are you from there?
I'm not from there. That's just who was good when I was a kid. When I was very young, I was extremely unpopular, which I know is hard to believe.
Really tough.
I wore sweatpants every day to school.
That's cool, kids. Now you were just ahead of your time.
Maybe. I had eczema all over my body.
Okay, again ahead of your time.
One of the kids in my class convinced the other kids that my scars from eczema were from my doing, I swear to God, heroin.
Oh my God.
And then, so now the kids think that the boy covered in scales, is also doing heroin. And then on top of that, one time I scratched my butt in class, and one of the other kids said I was, quote, digging for the big brown beauty. And they had a song that they would sing that was he's digging for the big brown beauty. So they would say, like, when I walked around. So anyway, I thought I could save myself by getting into sports. I was like, cool people like sports. So who was good at that time was the San Francisco 49ers. And that's how they became my team.
You still remember that song.
Oh, I sure do. I mean, honestly, it's good. It's a good song.
From one time?
From
scratching your butt?
Scratching my butt.
Like,
was I like a butt scratcher?
Oh, scratching your butt.
I don't. In my memory, it was just one time, but maybe it was all. Maybe I was always scratching my butt. It feels scratching your butt feels good.
Are we talking cheek? Or are we talking hole?
Not whole.
I don't know.
You're one of them. You're one of them. Oh my God.
That's so funny. You just got made fun of for scratching. Kids are mean.
Kids aren't.
Kids can be so. I don't walk past a group of kids anymore. Just out of protection.
What do you do? What do you do? You lay on the
I'll
ground?
go to a different side. I'll go to a different side of the street.
Yeah,
if
sure.
there's a group of 12-year-olds,
Oh, no, absolutely.
that's the ops. I don't want anything to do with them.
Yes,
because
for sure.
they'll just be like, ew, your hair. Like, what? I thought I looked nice today.
Yeah, and then you're ruined for life.
Ruined for at least the rest of the day, but most likely the week. And if they write a song about you, good riddance.
Spontaneous song. And
I'll
that's
stop
anyway,
going
that's how I
outside.
became. I wonder what percentage of 49ers fans are
Came
people who
that
did
way.
at one point dig for the big brown beauty.
Probably a lot if you
Yeah,
think about it. If
maybe.
you broke down the numbers. Were you? Oh, wait. That's one last thing we should say about you before we move on to sports.
Okay.
Is that you were the MVP in 2019 of the Big Wachowski.
Yes. Do you know what this is?
Yeah, but tell the viewers.
So Joel
Listeners.
Walkowski, shout out, is a very funny man, a comedian and an author, and he throws an annual basketball tournament, a 3-on-3 tournament with subs because it's become so popular. There's like 1 million guys there. That is almost exclusively stand-ups in New York City. And we play against each other in this tournament. And in 2019, I was the MVP. We did win. And I believe our first round pick that year got injured, and I still kind of led us to the chip.
Whoa.
Yeah. Big,
So
it was big.
you were a huge part. Without you, you could say
Yeah.
they wouldn't have won.
They for sure wouldn't. I mean, maybe you could say that's a fact.
Yeah.
There's no way.
No, yeah.
And so I think what I'm trying to get across is that in the New York comedian basketball rankings, at least in 2019, it's pretty high up there.
Yeah.
Like I'm getting slower and I'm getting badder, worse,
Worse.
but I'm still all right.
Yeah.
I'm still all right.
You still ball
I play kind of a lot and I get
do.
hurt at least as much as I play.
equally a lot.
Sometimes more.
Who was on your team that year? Do you remember? Like, name some of the people might know who played in this tournament that you were named MVP of.
God. Okay, well, the man himself, Joe Walkowski, I believe that year was eliminated in the first round. And when our best guy got hurt, whose name I don't remember, we absorbed him onto our team. Golly, I'm
That's okay.
totally drawing a blank.
I didn't have to do this.
I feel like if other people who play in that. So now there's a Sunday league that we all play in together that is very fun, where there are like some comedians people might know who play in that every once in a while, like Ben Marshall, who's on SNL, Tommy, I think Brennan, who's on SNL.
Sam Morrill.
Sam Morrill plays in there. Sam Morrill's very good. All those guys are good. Cam Patterson, who's on SNL, has played in there. I think Adam Sandler stopped by at one point.
Wow.
But mostly it's just like dudes who do comedy and women. Some women.
Dudes who do comedy and women.
No, God damn it. Dudes and women who do comedy and also like to play basketball.
Comedians who like to play basketball.
And it's like a chill game. Do you know what I mean? Like everywhere else you go and play, people are yelling. They're talking about the foul for 15 minutes.
Even
We're
when
not doing
Sam
it.
Morrill plays, it's a chill game. I could see him. I don't have this on any authority.
Yeah.
I just could see him being the
You're
guy
friendly with
who's-
him?
Yeah. He's been on the show.
I would say-
Wait, has he been on the show?
I would say
Yes.
he is he's among the chillest.
Yeah. Oh,
Very chill.
good to know.
Extremely polite, like to the point of like borderline chivalrous basketball player.
Whoa. Now
Yeah.
that's actually creepy. Now I've come back around. That's creepy.
No, it's good. He's good. He's not, and he's good and he's nice.
Good.
Yeah.
Good. Thanks for saying it. Okay, now to the stuff that has nothing to do with you. Did
Here we
you
go.
see the story about the dogs?
No.
Because if you had, you'd go, yes.
The
because
story
it's
about the dogs.
7 dogs. There's a video. There's video of a
Something
group.
really sad about to happen.
Yes, but then something really awesome's about it.
Okay.
So there's these 7 dogs. One of them's a corgi. One's a German shepherd. There's video of them walking on like the road in China. They were supposedly, they escaped the meat trade. They were in a meat truck and
These dogs were going to be eaten.
yes.
Okay.
which we don't have to spend a lot of time on that, but that is what they were destined for. They broke out of the truck and then walked home.
Home
To their homes.
to their
scattering
7 separate homes?
Footage filmed by a passerby named Lou on March 16th quickly spread online, showing the dogs walking together in what many viewers described as a strikingly coordinated formation on the busy highway near somewhere in China. Rather than scattering or appearing confused, the animals remained close, navigating traffic and unfamiliar surroundings side by side, 11 miles to return to their home.
And when they got home, were they like, yo, dude, what the fuck? I was just chilling here. And
No,
then I
that's-
was almost food.
That's the thing about dogs. They probably got home, saw their owners, wagged their tails, and were
And just
thrilled to
fucking,
be
they
there.
just forgot all about it.
Can you believe we've got real life Homeward Bound?
That's 7 dogs went back to their
Breaking
7
out-
separate homes.
I guess. I don't know. We didn't follow them and then watch them go like, bye, guys, and split off. But I
Okay.
assume it was like those buses that you see on TikTok that pick the guys up to take them to
I don't know
camp.
what
Have
that-
you never seen that? Where it's
don't
just
know.
the dogs come out with their little backpacks on. They all come running out, and then they like hop onto the bus. You've never seen this?
That sounds delightful, but I haven't seen it.
Wow,
That's an incredible story.
Isn't it?
But now are we to understand that the thing that they were in was a truck full of dogs about to be like, are they the
Yeah.
only 7 dogs in this truck? Or they're
You
like,
hope.
is it 7 dogs and like 20, 25 cows? Or is it
I believe it was just these dogs. Now we don't know if there were 24 dogs and only 7 got out. That makes it a little sadder.
Yeah.
We do know that they were stolen. These were pet dogs that were stolen.
stolen?
And were going to be sold to I'm just going to vaguely say the meat trade and let everybody know I didn't look into it
The
further
meat
than that.
trade.
As soon as I saw that, I said, that doesn't require me to know about it.
Okay, I'm going to say something controversial.
Here it goes.
Why
Why?
can't we eat dogs?
Whoa. That is not what I thought. That really is controversial.
Why can't, because as I was saying cows, right? Oh, maybe it's just cows, but I can eat. Why is my brain like those you can eat, but a dog I can't eat?
Because it's a dog. Because that's man's best friend, and you are man.
Well, yeah, my best
We
friends
don't
are
eat-
people.
Right, but we don't need our best friends. You know what
Right.
I mean? I think it's cultural. I do think
Are you
it's
saying
cultural.
like you're saying like slippery slope? Like once you eat a dog, you're like,
You
well,
might eat
why
your
can't
wife.
yeah.
Yeah.
Okay.
My
fair point.
wife.
Oh yeah, that's Ali G. I wanted to say that, and now I'm going to go further in a
Great.
down
I
a
was
place
really hoping.
you didn't want me to go.
Really hoping.
And it's also into a stereotype that is dangerous. But I am
What's happening and why?
I am half Filipino.
Great.
Filipinos, some have said, will occasionally eat dogs.
Is that true? I didn't know that.
Well, I will tell you, my grandfather for sure did eat dogs
Why?
because I think he thought they were delicious.
Wow.
And I will say that I think if I were someplace
No,
and someone was like,
don't you.
this is dog,
What if?
I'd be like, dip it in some fucking sauce and let me eat it, bro.
My God.
Why not? I just don't understand why not. If I'm doing it, like, can't pigs go to college?
What?
Aren't pigs so smart? Aren't pigs like the most thoughtful? Pigs write poetry and shit, don't they? So why can't I eat a dog? If I can eat a
What are you
pig,
talking
why can't I
about?
eat a dog?
Pigs write poetry?
Someone research. Can't
Are
pigs?
you talking about Charlotte's Web?
I don't mean actually, but I mean like aren't they so smart?
I don't know. I thought dolphins were the smart.
Okay.
According to Google AI,
No.
pigs cannot write poetry.
Thank you, Brady.
Yeah, exactly. Well, you know who you should ask is a pig, because I bet a pig would tell you. A pig's probably
I
better.
think octopus are really smart.
That's
Octopus.
true.
Would
That
you
is
eat an
true.
octopus?
Yeah, I have, I think.
I have too.
Right.
So I've eaten I
You
love
seem like
octopus.
you're lobbying for the eating of dogs.
I'm
and
trying.
while I don't know that I'm on I just am wondering if this is what you wanted to spend
I don't
your
know.
time
The
here
internet is going to
doing.
be mad. I'm sure people will get very mad.
Yeah,
but I
and
guess I just don't understand where the line is.
I do think that culturally it is, we don't like looking at it this way. You like just thinking we don't eat dogs because you don't eat dogs,
Right.
You don't eat cats.
Right.
But I think it's just because of our relationship with those animals, because other cultures have relationships with cows that like they don't eat cow. They look at us eating cow
Right.
as disgusting.
Okay.
So I'm probably being what is it? Which one is it? Ethnocentric by thinking that my way of not eating dog is the way that it should be in all
Yeah.
of the world. But at the same time, I just can't sit here and thumbs up while
Thumbs
you
up
say
the
that
dog
we
eating.
should eat dogs.
I'm going to say we should. I'm going to say we should. We shouldn't eat any of it, probably. We
Right.
probably should eat, like, fucking
Plant
plants.
protein.
And you know what else? What if we find out the fucking plants have thoughts? Then where are we? Then where are we? Are you happy now? I don't know what happens at that point.
Well, it won't matter because I have fake plants in my house.
You could
Pablo,
probably
were
eat
you there
those.
when Pablo got? No, that was with Mina. He embarrassed me in front of Mina.
I'm sorry.
He decided to bring up that the plants in my house were fake. And
You have fake plants in your house? Is that what you said?
Yeah.
You said it before, but I didn't hear it until
These
right
are
now.
fake too.
Yeah, but this is different. This is like everything's fake
I
here.
have a fake tree in my house.
Like, no, I don't look like this.
No, you don't.
But you have a fake tree in your house?
Yeah. That's
Just
not
one?
okay.
Just one? I don't know if it's
No,
okay.
2. I got 2 fake trees. And then a fake plant. And then 3 other fake. Yeah, I just wanted
feels like-
green and didn't plan on watering
Didn't want to take
anything.
care of it.
Yeah.
It feels like you live in the staged version of your house. Like the real estate people were like, so here's what it would look like. Imagine.
If
and you were like,
somebody lived
this
here.
is perfect.
Right. And I said, just
I'll
leave
I'll
it.
have it exactly. Yeah, whatever. Whoever's pictures are in those frames, just keep those there. That's
Yeah.
fine.
And those people look nice. And when people come over, they think they're in my family.
Yeah.
You know? So I like making up a nice story.
And you know what? No judgment on you. If I won't judge the fact that you have fake plants in your house.
And I won't judge the fact that your family eats dogs.
Yeah. And I won't judge that you are a huge proponent of dog eating now. That's kind of your, do you guys do chyrons or whatever? Can you put that? Kay Nolan says, yum, yum, give me that, give me that dog. Yum, yum, give me that dog. I think that's it. I was going to try and improve upon it, but I think it's actually perfect. And a weird thing to say, but you did say it.
Rover Easy? I don't know. I was doing like a dog.
That could be something.
food.
Okay. We should
Pun.
pause for 15 minutes to think of more of those. German Shepherd's pie. That's something.
Whoa!
That could be something.
Yeah. Corgi, but it's Ghee, like the
Oh,
clarified
wow.
butter.
That's good.
Corgi.
Which is something, because I feel like those two, the people who would eat the corgi and the people who eat the ghee
Yeah.
are not going to overlap a lot. So that's
Probably
kind of a
not.
fun little mix.
Yeah, please don't eat corgis. They're so cute.
Can we even put this in the internet?
I don't think this has been off. These cameras are all off since we brought up.
This is all happening
since you
inside of
went,
my
"Why
imagination."
Don't we eat dogs?
Beth, who's here from PR, is freaking out in there. Beth is like, what is my job?
And she's like, and I just opened this door if I need to get him to stop.
She's
How
got
do
a
I
bag. There's a
get
dog in
to
her
the-"
little bag.
She left.
Okay.
All right, this is only going to get crazier because, listen, you happened to come in on a week where there just was a lot of batshit crazy headlines.
Great.
Stuff that read like Mad Libs,
Okay,
honestly.
let's do it.
And so we're going to toss some up on this screen.
You can do that?
And if you have questions, don't look at it yet. I'm not
Oh.
reading it yet, so don't look at it yet.
I don't see it.
If you have
It's in-
questions,
it's in all the screens.
I know it's not a big deal. If you have questions to ask, follow up and ask them. Isabel, you want to make that full screen? There we go. Okay, our first one.
Go.
You can look at him now.
Oh.
Chapel Roan and soccer star Jorginho Frello trade accusations over hotel incident involving Jude Law's 11-year-old daughter.
I want to pause to say I think I did a Tucker Carlson laugh there by
You
accident.
did.
So can we pitch that down?
We'll pot that down and we
Great.
will cut it out entirely.
Thank you.
Yep.
And
Had you seen this story?
I think I have seen this. And the
Yeah.
thing is that it's Jude Law's daughter, but how do you say that man's name?
Jorginho.
Jorginho.
Nice.
He dates Jude Law's daughter's mom.
Yes.
And so they were someplace, and the daughter tried to approach Chapel Roan, and a security ushered her away.
Yeah, the story was that the daughter, 11-year-old daughter, thought she saw Chapel Roan. She was in town for Chapel Roan, specifically at Lollapalooza, Brazil, and she walked out onto the terrace to sort of see if it was her and smiled and then went back to her seat, and then a security guard came over and screamed at her to the point where she was crying. This is the mother's story.
Screamed. We're saying screamed?
They said that he screamed. He was very angry and big, and he said told the mom how to parent the daughter. and
Oh,
that
he went
she
after the
shouldn't
mom,
be.
too.
That's what she said.
Wow.
Now, Jorginho was not there, but as you could assume, I imagine that the mom of the daughter called him, said what happened,
Yeah.
because he's very famous in Brazil. They were in Brazil, and being treated this way is not something I imagine that she or the daughter are used to. And then he posted on his Instagram story to his 5 million followers.
I think I saw this.
That she doesn't deserve her fans and doesn't appreciate her fans and is a bad person.
Doesn't this feel like one of these things where everybody's too mad?
Yeah.
We should just
Move on from it.
because I think that the daughter's trying to go up to Chapel Roan. Most people you just can't do it. You can't do it. Chapel Roan's security guard seems like he just kind of
Which she says is
she
not-
says right. She
not
says
his
it's just a
security.
guy. She's like I don't even know anything about this.
Yeah.
Which doesn't that seem possible?
Yes.
And so then Jorginho's flipping out because his daughter's crying, and his girlfriend or wife,
Wife. They got married.
His wife is mad. So the daughter's crying, and the wife is mad about the daughter. If I'm Jorginho, I'm going crazy post. I'm posting until I don't want anyone to say I didn't post enough. So I'm posting as much as I possibly can about it. And now what I've seen is people doing stuff for the girl. I feel like I've seen people, like celebrities, posing with her.
Took a picture with her.
Which I also think that's perfectly nice. I think it is sort of funny to treat this girl as if she has been like thrown into like shark-infested ocean water. Like, you get yelled at by a big guy. That sucks.
That does
You
suck.
definitely don't want that.
You don't want that.
But I think I think we're okay.
Yeah,
We're
you're with
okay.
Louis Capaldi, another one of the headliners from the same night of Lala.
Exactly.
And you've got your Prada purse on.
Yeah, I'm wishing everybody the best.
Saying, girl who's going to be okay.
But
It's
I think we can't be that mad at Chappell
No.
Roan about this. We don't even know if she knows anything about it. And then the parents are just trying to make the girl feel better. Okay,
Yeah.
dude, that's what you should do.
We have yet to hear from Jude Law.
Interesting.
You know?
Okay, what are you thinking?
I don't know.
Conspiracy.
Yesterday, actually, an AI video was going around. People were falling
Good.
for it.
Oh, good.
Of Jude Law giving a statement and saying that, like, Chappell Roan sucks. And I was like, that's clearly not real.
No, I don't
But
believe it.
At least society.
Did you
is
see that the
completely
AI, they're
decayed.
killing the Disney's not, I don't even know what the story is. I shouldn't even tell you.
It's that app. They're getting rid of that app that they have.
The one that makes
Sora.
Sora.
that makes the AI videos.
Which was just, I believe Sora was just like slop only
yeah.
social media. So it's like you could only post AI slop. Or maybe it was just the AIs posting to each other. Either way, it's dead. Which lasted longer, Sora or Quibi?
Oh, geez, good question.
Probably Sora.
I think Sora. I think Quibi was like
I think
gone
Quibi went
really fast.
live and died.
Yeah,
like
simultaneous.
And now the pandemic didn't help. You know, that really,
Yeah.
they were like, it's for watching on the train. And then the universe was like, no more train.
And we do deep dives into Quibi every episode.
Every
of this.
episode, we like to bring up Quibi because they are our sponsor.
Yes,
Shout out
brought to
Quibi.
you by Quibi. We love Quibs. We love, is it Jeffrey Katzenberg? That's my guy. 24/7, 365.
I mean, everybody was on Quibi. They were giving away huge talent.
Whomst
contracts.
was not on Quibi.
Me, but I would have gotten there.
Yeah, oh, for sure. The vertical. Remember, wasn't it something about how you could turn the phone and it would always be the same?
And that's on Quibi. Check it out.
That's on Quibs.
Next headline. That's also crazy. Quadruple amputee and beanbag toss champion accused of fatally shooting passenger while driving.
The phrase that comes into my head, and maybe we just cut this, is you gotta hand it to him. Being able to do this, everything that's happening in here is a testament to this.
Is this not an
person's-
athlete?
Is this like?
Is this not an athlete?
That like okay, quadruple amputee. So right away, it's like things for that person are going to be hard for him in a way they're not for me.
Right.
A lot of things.
Right.
Okay. Now he's a beanbag toss champion. Cornhole.
Yeah.
I'm not off the bat. I'm not good at cornhole. And I'm thinking, would I be better or worse if I was also a quadruple amputee? I feel confident I'd be a lot worse. And I'm pretty bad. Okay, now he's shooting someone. He's got a gun and he can point it at people and shoot them. That's kind of amazing.
Amazing.
While driving.
And now I'm just going, what do you mean?
This guy, what can this person, this is an American hero almost.
Is he American? He's got
unless this is
Maryland
bad.
man. No,
it's
Maryland
probably
man.
Oh no, fatally shooting. Okay, so it's
No,
bad.
he killed somebody.
Okay, so not hero. Can Beth, can we make sure Beth marked that down? I didn't
Put this
say
in the
that.
dog pile.
Not a hero.
No.
Not a hero.
No, probably not.
Not a hero.
Probably not.
But in a lot of ways, okay, so except for in one way, a huge inspiration.
Yeah, an inspirational
absolutely.
story towards a bad end. It's like
incredible.
But he did achieve his goals,
I guess.
against literally all odds.
Yeah,
I'd say.
against at least 4 odds.
Now-
he was able to do stuff that I couldn't do it. I couldn't do it. I can barely drive. I can't play cornhole at all. I've never shot a gun once.
Yeah.
And my body's, horrible.
Right.
But I have all of my
100%.
limbs.
Right. Now, how old would you have guessed, too? Because to me, when I saw quadruple amputee, he knows how to drive, he knows how to shoot a gun, he knows how to do them at the exact same time. He's also a champion. I was like, this guy must have lived a long life
Yeah.
and adjusted to like his situation. How old would you have guessed? How old are you picturing this person in your head?
I think I have maybe seen a video. So it's hard to escape that video.
Yeah, sure.
So I think like late 20s?
27.
27.
Dayton James Weber. In case he is a hero for you, that's the name, so you have it now.
Dayton James Weber.
Accused of fatally shooting the front seat passenger of his vehicle during an argument in La Plata, Maryland on Sunday, and then fleeing to Virginia. I looked into it just to try to get my head around it.
Yeah,
just
sure,
try
for
to
sure.
Understand the
Because at almost every point, you're like, wait, what?
I go, this doesn't, and then also this doesn't make any sense, and then this doesn't make. So I saw the same videos as you. You can find videos of him shooting a gun, not at the person or anything, just shooting a gun.
Okay.
To see how it could happen. And then while reading it, I saw that it was there were two guys, that were in the back seat that saw it happen, and then he was like, help me get the body out of this front seat, and they were like, we don't want anything to do with this. So then he sped off with the body still in his car.
So they got out of the car.
Yeah, they were like, no, you know? And if there's four guys getting in a car going on a trip,
This is where I feel like
how did we end up with him driving?
This is where I feel like the argument could have happened. Because to me, it feels very possible that there's 4 people in the car, and the person sitting in riding shotgun, is saying, "Hey, would it be okay if one of the other ones of us drove?"
Right.
And this guy, who's an inspiration,
Again,
an
top to
absolute
bottom.
inspiration, says, "I can drive just as well as the rest of you." And therein is our argument.
That's what you think happened.
I don't know. I just think I'm not saying that's what I think happened. I could easily envision that being the subject of a heated dispute.
Yeah.
You know what I mean? Because, well.
And then you go, not only can I drive,
yeah,
I can shoot.
Yeah, want to see what else I can do?
Prove all the things you can do, and one of them ends with you shooting the guy in the passenger seat.
Yeah, and then throwing a beanbag at him just to be like, I can also do that. That's a third thing I can do.
That's right. I used my beanbag to knock in the beanbag that was laying down on the. It's 2 points actually.
I understand what you're saying.
So,
it took me a while to imagine that.
And that's fine. So that's that. Maybe if you're getting in maybe somebody else could have driven. I guess.
I mean, but now I want to see him drive. I bet he's a great driver.
Yeah, well,
but
I think he's going to probably be in jail for a while.
Yeah,
so.
And that's as it should be.
Right.
That's as it should be.
Right.
I guess. If anyone's going to be in jail, prison, it should probably be someone who does something like this.
Yeah, because his case doesn't have any legs. Okay, let's do. You did the first one.
How do you
did the first one? He also murdered allegedly. So I think you're allowed to really quickly say one thing and then move on to the next thing.
Okay, because how do you? The stuff that makes the car go.
Right.
Is down.
I'm sure there's a way.
They have
technology has come very far in helping people, have lead able-bodied lives, even if they are non-able-bodied.
Yeah.
So I think there's a lot but it wouldn't be, if there were 4 of us and 3 of us aren't like blackout drunk, I feel like I would go like, I'll drive.
Yeah.
No sweat. I'll drive.
But maybe if it's his car, maybe it's all set up with whatever he uses to drive.
Good point. It's a really good point. So it's just stuff to think about.
Something to think about. Dayton James Weber.
Next crazy headline. Again, all from this week. Kylian Mbappe's knee injury misdiagnosed after Real Madrid staff scanned the wrong leg.
No. I mean, I think everybody's fired. Are we firing everyone?
Because it's not like, I don't know how much you're watching soccer, but Kylian Mbappe is not like a small name.
No, that's a big, strong, good one.
And Real Madrid also like a big team, an important team with lots of fans. Misdiagnosed, medical staff performed an MRI scan on the wrong leg back in December when no problem was found after a scan of his uninjured right knee. The 27-year-old featured in 3 games for Madrid before the mistake was realized and rectified. So played on an injured leg because the medical staff said right knee looks good and the left knee was the issue.
So they're putting him in I guess I'm trying to envision myself being scanned. Mm-hmm. Because when I go to get myself scanned, which is actually more often than you would think because I'm constantly hurting myself playing basketball and I love going to the doctor.
Nice. You do?
Oh, I love the doctor. I love having someone tell me what the problem is. I like an expert. You know what I mean? If I had developed any kind of problem at all, I'm going to the doctor.
You're not doing your own research.
No way, Pose. I'm going to the doctor. I'm having them tell me whatever.
Yeah.
But when they put you in the thing, like if you're getting an X-ray or whatever, usually there's like a little target on the thing being scanned. So we also got to call into question our friend Mbappe. Like, what's he doing? Is he so in awe of their expertise that he's like, maybe it is my right leg?
That's what I would do.
I probably would too.
That's what I would
if the
go
doctor
like, hey,
says
you
it's your
guys
right
know
leg,
better
I'd be
than
like,
me.
you're the doctor's.
You guys know better than me. Who am I to say that it's this one that really hurts?
Yeah, I think you would have to. Someone's probably got to get fired for wrong
as
leg.
Beyonce once famously said. Famely?
Family, I think. No, that's a word. That's a word. It's a word now.
Have you ever gotten so excited to say the punchline that you mess up the setup? Because that's what happened there.
But it's going to be worth it.
As Beyonce once famously
said,
said, somebody's getting fired. You ever see that clip? In
I
the
don't know
middle of a concert, something goes wrong and she just is singing and dancing and goes like, somebody getting fired.
I haven't seen it, but that sounds great.
Yeah, I
but I do think, because your whole thing, these people, right?
Yeah.
Their whole thing is exactly this.
Yeah.
This is exactly what you're there for.
Yeah.
And
Step one is
they
knowing
didn't
which
ask
leg.
him where does it hurt?
I guess not.
Maybe what if he's French, right?
Yeah.
So what if maybe they just don't speak French? Maybe they were asking him, here's where it's okay with me, is if the whole staff doesn't speak French and they're asking him and he's like, zon, 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 that's my French. And they're like, I think they're in the little room being like, I'm pretty sure he's saying, right. If I had to guess, he's saying right.
I think is actually right. What is left?
Left.
A la
gauche. Gauche.
A la gauche and à droite.
Yeah.
Correct?
So maybe he's saying gauche, gauche, and they're like, yes, he's telling us to just go.
He
needs to get out of here.
Yeah. We need.
That's
to be
my
quiet
hypothesis,
and,
is that the staff doesn't speak French, then I'm okay with it.
Okay, that's absurd. Let's go to our next crazy one. We've got sharks test positive for cocaine, caffeine from human pollution. Researchers analyzed blood samples from 85 sharks in the Bahamas, with nearly a third of them testing positive for substances including caffeine, acetaminophen, and cocaine.
Yeah, you're fucking welcome, sharks, because that
thanks.
rules.
Sorry for making you cool.
Yeah, uh-oh. Oh, no, the sharks are having a good time, I guess.
Oh, no.
That sucks.
Oh, no.
This is the best thing that ever happened to sharks.
Oh, no, the sharks are getting together and starting a business.
Literally, a shark fucking texted me last week being like, could you guys toss more coke in the ocean?
Yeah, bro, I just need a quick bump so that I can finish this business proposal.
So they're just osmosis-wise?
I would assume that we're putting it into the water off of cruise ships or something. I just would assume it's humans doing so much drugs.
Yeah. I think some of those cruise ships are just absolute, like, floating fuck palaces.
Yeah.
Everybody's doing drugs.
With norovirus.
Yeah, it's either you're having sex or diarrhea. Those are the two.
Right.
The ship is divided into two sections.
And never shall the two meet.
Yeah, by the way, speaking of that can't be the only thing that sharks are, like, if you tested the sharks for diarrhea, you're going to find that too.
They must.
They've got to, because
that's why they never stop swimming.
The ocean is, and I feel strongly about this, the toilet kind of the world.
Wow. A lot of weird takes from you today.
Well, just like...
Put all your poop in the ocean. It doesn't matter.
Are you pool or ocean? Which do you prefer?
Okay. In my mind, I'd like to be an ocean gal.
Yeah, but
and I like the experience. I do like to get down to the ocean at least once and get in the waves. But I'm at the pool. I'm just at the pool.
Well, because the pool is clean. Is for me.
Ish, I guess.
Maybe ish.
There's kids in there pissing.
Yeah, but it's so full of poison that it kills the piss like immediately.
Yeah, right.
You never look in a pool and see all the piss because
No.
You piss in someone pisses in the pool. It's usually, say, me or whatever, whomever it is pissing in the pool, and then the poison kills the piss right away.
Yeah, I do pee in the ocean. That's for sure.
Yeah, and so does
if fish are allowed to do it, so am I.
Every fish ever is shitting and piss, or I don't know how fish excrete stuff.
No, they shit.
Can you guys research?
Can we Google if they shit? Fish shit?
If fishes shit and piss, it's every one of those forever.
Yeah.
Is in the ocean.
Right.
And we're all just like, oh, this is glug glug glug, delicious.
You're supposed to drink it. Supposed to drink it.
That's my problem. I'm slurping it up.
That's crazy.
I'm in there with a cup. I've got the hat with the upside down, except that my straws go up and then right down into the ocean.
Google AI says yes, fish do poop.
Can you stop using Google AI to answer?
It's the first thing Google gives you. It doesn't give you real answers anymore.
Like, go a step further. We can't even see you.
He Googled two things, and now, like, the questions that we've asked have like stripped 2 villages and countries we've never heard of natural resources for a year.
We don't have to worry where they're going to pee because they don't have any water to drink. So.
Yeah, exactly. But the ocean is where you can go. You're saying, right, to drink. That's ocean waters for drinking.
The ocean, eat the dogs.
Eat the dogs.
That's the name of the episode, I think. Okay, we saved the best for last. This is batshit headlines from the world of sports this week, and our final one is
Wait, can I pause for a second just to go back? You felt the previous headline was from the world of sports?
Yeah. Sharks are just sports? How? How are sharks not sports?
I won't press that. Wait, there's the San Jose Sharks. That's
right.
sports.
So I'm
You're
not
right.
gonna lie. This is the one and only time when I read this headline, I thought I was reading it from a sports perspective and not realizing it was about real sharks. I thought it was about the San Jose Sharks.
You thought the San Jose
You
Sharks
thought.
tested positive for cocaine, caffeine, and it was because of human pollution is actually the most interesting part of that.
Isabel, you thought they were testing the players for caffeine?
That's why I was confused. I was like, damn, they're really strict.
That's so funny.
In hockey, they make you keep it real fucking
yeah,
crispy
no
clean.
coffee for you.
Absolutely
no coffee,
fresh.
no soda.
No caffeine, no
Mormon.
sugar.
The way Mormon used to, I think they're
Every-
allowed to have soda now.
Every every hockey player, Mormon.
Yeah.
Look, can we talk about Mormons for a second?
Having a moment, but then also having not a great moment because they canceled the Bachelor.
Okay, I don't watch the show.
Right.
But here's how I feel about Mormons.
Great.
Then
This
why
is
am I
good.
doing
Let's
this?
Bring the PR lady in if you could.
Well,
Can
it's-
Beth come into the studio?
I was raised to think I went to Episcopalian church.
And now, just if you could, really quickly, what makes Episcopalian?
I have absolutely no
special?
idea. I think
Great.
basically it's like we're chill. I think that's kind of the
Church,
vibe.
but chill.
But look that up. They probably did,
Don't look it up.
atrocities.
Don't let Google AI tell you what it is. It's not worth it.
But not just in church, but just sort of in general, to be like Mormons, that one's nuts.
Mm.
And I'll tell you, having known at this point more than 10 Mormons in my life, it feels only as nuts as every other thing.
That is true. Any religion, you zoom out and you go like, it's all kind of wild. I think the reason the Mormons had that is
Yeah.
because, it is newer.
Yeah.
So I think same thing with not saying they're the same, but like Scientology, when you go
Right.
we watched it happen from like a sci-fi author to
Yeah.
then become a religion to then be. So I think there's that aspect of it, and then there's the whole planet thing. I think most people.
I don't really
go
even know about that. But just to me, it's like,
They're all- yeah,
go. No,
yeah.
you say.
No.
What's the planet thing?
I don't know. I think it was that they have enough children so that they can populate their own. The goal is to be able to populate your own planet.
I'm not myself personally with that. But I mean, the other stuff, just what I read about
Yeah.
in church that
Sure.
we all said out loud like it was real.
Also nuts.
I'm like, I don't see how this
Also
is
nuts.
any less
Totally.
or more nuts than the
Totally.
other stuff.
Yeah, totally. So the
My hot
take
take-
again was what?
Mormons, not that. I'm saying Mormons, not nuts.
Okay.
Mormons,
all
not nuts.
religion bad. It sounded like your take was.
Well, you can say that if you want.
Yeah.
I
You
won't.
actually stopped the segment to say it, so it's actually you that.
All religion bad. Michael Cruz Kane.
The craziest headline of all.
This can't be good. There's a little glare. All I can see is Charlie Kirk's mentor.
Charlie Kirk's mentor, Jeff Webb, the father of modern cheerleading, dies in freak pickleball accident.
How many things are allowed to be in a headline?
This is certainly exceeding whatever that limit is.
Jeff, what was the name of the person who shot the? Was it not Dayton Jeff Webb?
Dayton James Weber.
Dayton. I mean,
And
that's
I hope
pretty close.
I hope no woman is. You know what I'm saying? 'Cause he's-
Really good.
Sounds really
This is
dangerous.
really good, Katie.
Yeah, thank you.
Okay, so Charlie Kirk's mentor, whose name is Jeff Webb.
The father of modern cheerleading.
So what does that even mean?
I don't know.
What is that? What does that
I
mean?
think he was.
He was the first person to be like, ready?
Pick her up.
Okay. Pick her up.
Hey, try picking her up.
And someone was like, oh my God.
Oh, this changes everything.
You know that sound you've been listening. Wait, you know what is it? You sound you've been listening for. What is it? You know that
What?
sound you've been from Back to the Future. Hey, you know that sound you've been waiting for? Oh fuck.
This?
This
yeah,
it.
yeah.
And it's-
Sorry,
and it's just a woman being
I should have.
flipped.
I should have met you there sooner.
That's okay.
I
No,
was just using you talking.
By
as
all
an
means, text
opportunity.
during this.
No, I'm just checking my email. I'm
You're
looking
checking-
to see why he's the father of modern cheerleading, because that's not the first follow-up
He
question
founded the
that
cheerleading company Varsity Spirit.
Now that's Chris. You hear the
founded the
accent?
the accent.
Yeah.
Honestly, I thought he was impaired in some way, but now that you say accent, I hear it.
Chris, a response?
No, I hear it. No, because now I know if Chris were to talk again, I would immediately be like, oh, that's actually quite sexy. But because I wasn't ready for it, I just thought it was someone trying to talk how I talk and just talking different. Chris, I have nothing but respect and love for you at no
Thank
matter
you.
what height. At any height.
Oh,
I appreciate that.
Oh, see there?
No.
But also in that one too, there was a little crackle,
No.
That one, it's sexy for sure. For sure it is.
Varsity Spirit president Bill Seeley, said Webb suffered a fall while playing pickleball 2 weeks prior to his death. He reportedly sustained a severe head injury during the accident, and his family later made the decision to... That gets dark. They took him off life support.
I mean, to me, there's almost no way this is possible.
Right.
How could you die playing pickleball?
It's like the low-impact sport for... It's like soft tennis.
There's nothing, there's almost no activity designed for you to die less in than pickleball.
And I would say this is almost like a smear campaign on pickleball. It's unfair to put pickleball in the headline.
Yeah.
It's like it wasn't pickleball's fault. He must have just fallen while playing pickleball. It wasn't like pickleball related. He wasn't like swinging his little...
Yeah, he was like playing pickleball, and as he left, he stepped on a landmine or something. That we can't call it a pickleball incident.
Yeah.
It doesn't feel real. I don't believe it.
Whoa.
I don't believe it. I'm calling fake news on this. I'm saying something else. Not to get involved in the whole world of people who don't believe things that are happen to do have that are related to this guy, but I'm not buying it.
This is the one you're not buying. The rest of it adds up.
I believe every single thing every person has ever said throughout the history of time. This is the one thing I don't believe.
But not this. You couldn't get me to believe this. This is crazy. Yeah, well, it happened, according to People. And that's not just meaning we talked to a bunch of people. That is the magazine.
That's the magazine.
People Mag.
Okay.
Said this. So.
All right. I mean, if People says it,
right.
That's hard-hitting journalism. Maybe it's true.
So, just something to think about. Those are your wacky sports. That's just crazy. The amount of headlines this week that I was like, what?
Yeah.
And so that was the name of that segment. What?
Huh? Brought to you by Quibi.
Nice. March Madness is happening.
Yes.
You're into March Madness or no?
I'm in. I have a bracket. Also, a comedian bracket time.
Oh.
I guess I only hang out with.
Yeah, never invite Dan is interesting to me.
Yeah.
Dan's never getting invited to any of your little comedian get-togethers.
Well, first of all, okay. And then anyway, the bracket, I was in third place. That was a place that I was in.
Nice.
And a different place that I'm in now is 10th place.
Okay.
And there are 14 people in this bracket.
Okay.
So it's not great. But I still have Arizona still in, and that's my national champ.
Mine too.
Okay.
That's where Dan went.
He did?
Yeah.
Look at that. Wow, he really should extra get invited.
Yeah.
I think I have Arizona, Duke. I think I have all the 1 seeds.
Yeah, and so that's Florida's out. Was Florida a 1 seed, or are they just the defending champions?
I think Florida's a 2.
Yeah, they were the 1 seed.
They were 1.
They were the
okay.
1 seed.
Wow.
Okay. Well,
so that ruined mine when they got
Florida. Who knocked out Florida? High Point?
No.
The High Point was Wisconsin.
Florida. No,
Iowa.
we just did this.
Iowa.
Yeah, it was pretty crazy.
March Madness is so fun.
So fun.
It's really fun. I'm a UConn fan. That's like who I'm rooting for.
Only the men.
No, the men and the women.
Only the
men. If you're on this, rewind this. Whatever you're on, you'll see that I also say the women. But I always like a basketball player, like, for example, Alex Caravan. Do you know what I'm talking about?
Mm-mm.
He's one of the UConn players, and he's good, but he doesn't, to me, I'm sure he's extremely athletic. But it doesn't look, right away when you see him, you're not like, this is a guy, he's probably fucking 8'9". But on my TV, he doesn't look like someone who's going to be great at basketball.
Right.
And then he's like, I scored 27 points. You're like, how could you do that?
Right.
And he's doing it like kind of all the time.
Consistently.
I love a guy. I mean, Jokic is sort of like the apotheosis.
I don't know it actually, so I was going to say I hope he knows how to say this word.
Apotheosis? Can we Google not the AI?
And don't let Chris do it because he'll say it and you'll go, well, it sounds nice when you say it, but that's not.
You never say a word and it doesn't sound like a word anymore?
Yeah.
Anyway, Jokic is like the platonic ideal of this thing. A guy who's like, he's not going to be good at basketball. And he's like, actually, I'm the best.
So good. He could be MVP, but probably won't be.
Alex Caravan, by the way, in way better shape, at least looking than Jokic.
And that's what I was hoping we could get down to, the brass tacks of comparing these men's bodies.
And that's what we should do.
These
in 2026, we should absolutely be going through men, ranking them by how good they would be. What's going on? Look like they would be at basketball.
Yeah. So you like March Madness?
Anyway, I like March Madness. I'm rooting for UConn.
How far do you have them going?
I think I have them losing to Duke.
Okay. That's fine.
Is what I have.
And that could still happen.
Could still happen. They're in the same region, and Duke's got those boozer boys, and those boozer boys are real good. And those are two guys. When you look at them, you're like, they're going to be good at basketball.
Yeah. It's also just offensive because you're again reminding me of my age.
Yeah,
showing me these guys
because you're thinking of their dad.
Yes.
Yeah,
and that hurts my feelings quite a bit. All right, we got to get you out of here, but today is opening day. Do you have a baseball team?
I have a baseball team. It is the New York Yankees. I know. I'm sorry. But it makes you feel better. I have kind of fallen off of baseball. I used to be a huge Yankees fan. Just like a vampire,
The power of Hello Kitty compels you.
I was a huge Yankees fan in the era of Hideki Matsui. That's like the absolute peak of my. But what started to happen is it felt like we had all the good players all the time, kind of like what the Dodgers are now.
Yeah.
And it just felt hard to root for them. It's not fun.
Girl, I get it.
Yeah. So with the Dodgers, even now, I'm a huge Shohei fan.
Yeah.
But I am like, don't win all the time. It sucks.
Yeah. So would you go? Are you going to you going to go to a baseball game this year?
I might. Baseball games are fun because it's so long, and you're not even really there to watch the baseball. You're kind of there to just hang out.
To enjoy the weather and the food.
Here we are, and also that's happening. At any time, you can look down there and see the big guys hit the ball with a stick.
Right, exactly. It's
That's
absolutely
nice.
worth it. I agree. Michael Cruz Kane, sorry for your loss.
Yes.
Premieres on Dropout this Friday, March 27th.
Yep.
Thank you so much for. It's so nice to have you.
I loved
without
being
having
here.
to deal with fucking Pablo.
That guy always investigating, always
All the
finding
time. It's
out
like,
some
hey,
shit.
What if we just sat and
Can't
enjoyed
we just
each other?
be friends for
Can't
one
we
without you
just-
looking into something?
Please.
God damn it.
Thank you for being here. You're the best.
A joy, a privilege.
Bye.
Goodbye.
Okay, welcome back. Hi. It's the last segment. What a fun. Wasn't he great? Michael Cruz Kane. Isabella, you like him?
Yeah, I love him.
The dog thing, I don't know. Didn't see it coming. I didn't. I was like, oh, we'll talk about the Homeward Bound story with him and just where he took it. I didn't see
I
it
gotta say,
coming.
corgi.
Yeah.
That's funny.
Oh, thanks. Hey, thanks.
Oh, you're welcome.
It was me who said it.
No, I know.
And if none of this makes sense, this means we had to cut the whole dog bit.
Damn, legal got you. Damn, they said clean it up. They said we cannot have that in there. And now you just get to wonder about what it was. All right, let's do some emails, voicemails. We get a lot of them. We love them all. We don't have a ton of time, but let's start with an email from Rebecca, Chris.
Rebecca emails in and says, "Hi, Katie and the Casualties. My name is Rebecca, and I'm writing from Salem, Massachusetts. I, too, was a Gotham fan before this year. But I'm writing in to make the case that girls from the Boston area need to cheer for Boston Legacy FC. Here's my argument." So Rebecca's giving 3 points for you.
Okay.
1, we would never in a million years be caught dead cheering for a New York men's sports team.
I know.
Number 2, fuck the Yankees.
It's a really good point she brings up.
Number 3, we got to show how much Boston loves women's sports.
I know. And listen, if there wasn't a live audience in that room, I would have spent the entire podcast talking with them about this. It felt a little selfish to, in a room full of Gotham fans who were here to hear about their team, my team formerly, winning a championship, like to go like, now I'm going to be leaving and rooting for Boston. I truly am torn. I have to support Boston. I want to go to games. I want to be there on the ground floor. But also, how do you look Rose Lavelle and Emily Sonnet, your two friends, in the eyes and go like, best of luck with the rest of it? And once they seemed to care a little, I know they were pretending. I'm not, it's like the person who thinks a stripper really likes them. I know they were pretending to care about my fandom, but they did a really good job. And once they looked at me and said, like, you can't leave, you're a fan for life, I was like, okay. And so I feel really, but those are all really good arguments by Rebecca, and I agree with all of them. Now, I can't be a bitch that roots for Boston and New York. That's ugly. That's dark-sided. That's not of the Lord. So I don't know what to do in this situation. I'm going to have to probably get some legacy merch and see how I feel.
Can you just wait until all your favorite players have left Gotham?
Okay, I could do
And
that.
then once they're all gone, then you can make the jump.
Yeah, but
So
then
you
I
have to
feel
stick
like
with
if
them.
I were a legacy fan, I'd go like, we don't want you, bitch. Don't come
Or
around
you could
here.
just be a legacy fan and fucking own it and say, fuck the haters.
Damn, Isabella just said fuck twice. We're
so
crazy
sorry.
out here. No, don't be sorry. Let it fly. This is how you're getting free stuff at Dunkin' Donuts.
That's very true.
They're like,
Duncan
this
is
girl
seeping
must
into your
be
personality. It's like
this
the
girl
Venom symbiote.
must be from Massachusetts. She is cursing. Okay, and I'll just, the jury's still out. I still don't know what to do. Have the Legacy won a game? Did they win their second game?
Let's see what Google AI says.
Jesus, Google AI doesn't have a name
It
like all the other
doesn't
ones.
look like No, 2 losses from 2 games.
Okay, well.
Or matches, I think they're called.
Yeah, I think so. I also earlier said goalie when I should have said keeper. Have they come for me? Am I canceled? Let's do a voicemail. We have a voicemail from Kelsey from Jersey City, I hear.
Hi, Katie. It's Kelsey from Jersey City. I met you tonight on the subway, and I just wanted to apologize for yelling your name. And I had my headphones in, and also I'd eaten some pre-workout, because I was going to a millennial dance party that ended at 10 p.m. for my friend's birthday. Yes. So really pumping iron before heading out the door for that. And I just wish I had told you to stay a fan of Gotham. And I also wanted to tell you I'm really a big fan of the way you pronounce the word hot dog. And I also wish I had asked about Myrtle. But genuinely, after living in Brooklyn for 11 years, now I live in Jersey City, but that's pretty new. I never ran into a podcaster while listening to them. You think it would happen, and you were just such a delight, and I just really appreciate everything you've done for me and for women and for sports and for the casual fans and people who want to laugh and learn. And I also want to thank you for taking your time to talk to me tonight when I was frazzled, and it really meant a lot to me. And I'm not a selfie kind of girl because I knew I would hate the picture anyway, and I just want the memories. Love you, mean it.
Relatable.
Oh my God, love you, mean it. This did happen. I hate that I feel like we just in the last episode were talking about me thinking I was famous and that people this doesn't happen a lot, okay? I would, I guess, call it pre-workout. I'd done a little I went to the gym before I left my house as well. So when I was walking with headphones in and I heard Katie, I first kept walking a couple steps and then I turned around and saw Kelsey, who I now know as Kelsey, standing there and was like, I'm listening. She pointed to her head and said, I'm listening to you right now. She showed her phone, and it was the interview with Gotham.
That's so cool.
God, another person being like, you got to stay with Gotham. I'm so torn. But Kelsey, you didn't seem frazzled at all. You were super nice. She immediately right away said, sorry, I yelled your name. And I was like, it's okay. It wasn't going to set off a frenzy. Most people just went and who the fuck is that? So it was not
It's New York. So many things are strange about
nobody
New York.
cared at all.
Yeah.
I was actually on my way to a girls in sports celebration of one of our friends. Maddie just moved to Connecticut to become a new Sports Center anchor. So shout out to her. She was with the New York Giants for a while, and she's now going to be leaving, which is really sad. But that's where I was going, and I was also not sober, I guess. And so I think we both were a little probably weird, but you were so nice, Kelsey. And it was really, really nice to meet you. I don't know what I'm going to do about Gotham and Legacy, but I guess I'll kick the can down the road. Does the next email have anything to do with this?
It does not. The next
Okay.
email is from Gabe, and Gabe writes in and says, at what point is Isabella no longer a sports newbie?
Okay.
I feel like by now she's gained enough knowledge to graduate to the next level, but I'm not sure what the correct terminology is. Should we use the karate belt progression or sports second year pro? I don't know. Let me know what you think. P.S. Shout out Philippines women's soccer team for making the 2027 World Cup.
Hell yeah.
How cool is that?
Shout out. That's their second one, I think. Okay, I have thought this before because there have been times where I've introduced you, Isabella, to people in real life. Not that this isn't real
Oh my God,
life.
you talk about me outside of work?
No, you've been there. And I've said she's new. She's a new sports fan. Or she's we used to say you weren't a sports fan because when this all started, that's how I met you. Is you were I'm not really a sports fan. I like tennis. And then it started to feel almost insulting. I felt like I was doing you a disservice by saying that. And so I was like, is this okay? And you were like, I don't really care that much. But I'm with them on part of it, right? I do think I always am impressed when you remember stuff that we've talked about in the past where you go, oh, the guy from The Thing, or you'll go, oh, Kim Mulkey. But I also think that the value of the title is that it allows a listener who may be new to sports to feel like they're not excluded. And that, to me, I think, while we know you are a newbie, but you're doing fantastic,
Thank
I
you.
think the newbie of it all, for me, the value is in a person that's listening to this that doesn't like sports yet, or that was where you were when you started, listening and going oh, she's like me. So she asks the questions I'm thinking, or if she seems confused, it makes sense. I feel better about being
Promise,
confused.
I'm confused.
Yeah.
It's good because as soon as you stop being confused, then we have to replace you.
Yeah, I know. That's going to really suck. The next move would be to fire you and
Damn.
bring in someone who has no idea what's happening.
No, I'm locking the doors. No one's allowed to come in here.
I think you can be a newbie all the way up until you have your first remember some dudes conversation.
Okay.
Until
she
Isabella always
first-
gets up to you like, oh, remember Jeremy Lin?
Yeah.
Jeremy Lin, hell yeah.
Yeah. I also think maybe until she supports a team that wins their first championship or like her first championship with them. I feel like that could be when you graduate a little, maybe.
So it's going to be a while.
Yeah. No, and that's why I say that because that means we can have her for at
No,
least
you want to
10
know what
more
it
years.
is? It's when I take off from work for March Madness.
Mm.
Like Chris.
But
That's
again,
what
I think we're a couple years away from that. And I also don't want to encourage that as a producer of a sports podcast. We're going to need you that day. You know what I mean?
Chris, you and me gone next year. Just
Perfect. You're more than welcome. More than welcome to come around.
She's like, it's the product of your own doing. You made me a sports fan.
Sorry.
It worked. So here we are. But you're not, does it hurt your feelings, Isabella, if we call you a sports newbie? How do you feel about the label?
I don't know.
Do you want to think about it and then let me know?
Yeah, I will.
If at any point you start to go like, hey, I don't like the way that feels anymore, just let me know and we'll come up with do you want to do belts? You can graduate from a white belt to a yellow belt.
Aw. Can I
you
be a
want.
black belt?
Not yet. That's kind of the whole point. That's the.
You just need to ask for a
She
black
just
belt.
shows up to karate class and goes like, I'll take the black one actually.
That goes well with
Which
my
is the
style.
most
Try
Isabella
this.
move.
Yeah, and that's what we love. It's why she's perfect. It's why she's not going anywhere, and it's why we're calling her a sports newbie. But a good question, Gabe. Absolutely good question. And love you mean it to Rebecca, Kelsey, and Gabe, and anybody who's ever emailed or called or listened to this. We love you. We mean it. We're nothing without you. That's it for the show, you guys, and that's it for the week. We are, going to take the weekend off. I think you should as well, listeners. Go do some stuff. Enjoy the baseball, because baseball season has begun. And we'll be back here next week with 2 more amazing episodes for you that you can listen to wherever you get your podcasts, Tuesdays and Thursdays, or watch them on YouTube, youtube.com/Katie Nolan on Wednesdays and Fridays. We love you. We mean it. And we'll see you next week. Bye. This episode is presented by GMC. We are professional grade.